Winners, butt kickers, champions in life. Vincent Rose here, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness, coming to you from my dining room. And I don't have very long to roll with y'all tonight, so I'm just going to get right into it. I got 10 minutes max, and then I got to get out the door to meet a couple of friends for dinner who are looking at the H2G Fitness coaching program and looking like they're probably going to partner and come on board, which I'm uber excited about. But the title of this is You're Not Too Busy, okay? And I had a friend of mine, Diane, reach out to me that was crunching some numbers. And what she figured out was if you take 168 hours, which is how many hours we have in a week, right? 24 hours a day times 7, that's 168 hours a week. And if you're working 40 hours a week, 40 hours out of 168 is only 23.8% of our week. Right? So the reason we don't get things done, the reason that we can't work out, the reason why whatever we're not accomplishing our goals is because I'm too busy. I don't have enough time. Well, friends, there is 168 hours a week, and if 40 of that is spent working, it's only 23.8%. Well, I got to sleep too. Okay, you do got to sleep. I don't believe in sleeping 8 hours of sleep a night. I think if you do, you're just... I'm not for it. I'm not for the whole 8 hours of sleep. I don't believe the body requires 40 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep a night in order to operate. But let's say you do sleep 8 hours of sleep and times 7, right? That's another 56 hours, right? And so if you factor the percentage of sleep and the percentage of the time that you're working, you still have 40% of your week to accomplish whatever you want. You almost have half of your week to chase your goals. You almost have half of your week to chase down your dreams. You almost have half of your week to invest time wherever you need to invest time in. And so the thing that we're too busy, no, we're not. I just want you to take a for real look at how you spend 24 hours in a day, right? What do you do in the morning? How long does it take you to get ready for work? How much time are you spending at work? And then after you get home, what do you do with your downtime, right? If you need to be making more income, but you ever allow yourself to play a video game or watch Netflix or to, whatever, watch TV and get caught up on your favorite shows, Game of Thrones or whatever it might be, but you're struggling in an area of finances, when you get off work, keep working. And figure out what you need to do in order to be able to succeed there, right? If you're not where you want to be fitness-wise, I know some of y'all don't work 8-hour days. Some of y'all pull 12-hour shifts. And want to know what? You might get tired, and you're like, I don't have time to work out. And I'll ask you, how many hours of sleep you work in the night? Or how many hours of sleep do you get in the night? Well, I sleep 8. Sleep 6, right? It's only going to take you 15 to 20 minutes to go to the gym. You're only going to spend 30, 45 minutes, an hour tops there. It's only going to take you another 15 to 20 minutes to drive back home. Then you got to take a shower and get ready for bed and get a meal in you or something like that. So if you're sleeping 8 and you don't got time to work out, sleep 6. I promise you, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. You know what I mean? So you're not too busy, right? Because there are people in life who are succeeding and there are people in life who are getting their butt kicked. But both parties have the exact same amount of hours in a day. And the only difference between the person that is prospering, succeeding, and achieving, and the person that is getting behind, failing, and not accomplishing what they need to accomplish, falling behind financially, falling behind in their fitness, falling behind in their relationships with their kids, falling behind in fill in the blank, is they're not choosing wisely how they're spending the hours of their day. So I will encourage you to do this. First and foremost, get a calendar, get a schedule, get a planner. And here's a tip. You all already have one. You don't need to go buy it. It's on your phone. Everybody's phone has a calendar in it. And start marking out times for the obligations and the mandatories, right? You have to have time for sleep, put it in your calendar. You have to have time to go to work, put it in your calendar. You might have to have time to go to school, put it in your calendar. And then look at the hours that you still have available to you and schedule stuff in. I believe everybody on the planet should have at least minimum 1 hour a day where you're working on your education. But Vincent, I'm not in school. You're alive. You are in school. Life is a school because it has lots of lessons to teach you, baby. So we're all in school. Everybody should have an hour booked into their day where you're studying something that you are wanting to excel in, or you're studying something that maybe you're falling back in that, needs some work. Open up your planner and put an hour in where you are reading, studying something that's going to help you get better in life. I believe everybody should have an hour in their day where you block out time for fitness. I think that's important. We've all been given one body and one body only, which is our vehicle that has to carry us through life to achieve all of our hopes and dreams, to live long enough to spend time with our children and our grandchildren, to do the things that we're supposed to do. So here's something that I would recommend. Take care of your vehicle, right? Make sure your vehicle is in the best operating, efficient place that it can be. And it requires not a lot of work. Just block out 1 hour of your day and go ahead and do that, right? I believe everybody should spend an hour to 2 hours of their day working on something other than what they do at their job, if their job isn't their dream job, okay? If you're doing what you love already, if where you work, man, you couldn't be happier, you love your coworkers, you love your boss, and more importantly, you love the thing that you were doing for 8 hours a day, you need to keep doing that. Because if you're happy, that's what it's all about, right? But if you're just there miserable, but you got to pay bills, so that's what you're doing, okay, not a big deal. We all have to do things that we don't want to do for a period of time until we can get to a place where we can do things that we want to do. That's fine, no big deal. But 2 hours a day, please invest effort, energy, action towards doing something else that can produce a better crop in your life. And here's a tip. If you'll do that every single day, at the end of the week, that's 14 hours a week that you are investing your time into to create something, produce something, or succeed in something that's important to you. And after a month's time, that 14 hours adds up. After a year's time, that 14 hours adds up. After 2 hours, because we're talking 2 hours a day. After 10 years' time, here's a tip. You might only be putting in a little bit a day. It's just 2 hours. You can't succeed in 2 hours. You can't succeed in 2 hours. It's just a little bit. But if you'll keep doing it, little by little, a little becomes a lot, right? Success never happens overnight. Nothing great ever happens overnight. Nothing great or successful ever happens in a day. You don't succeed in a day. You succeed daily. Does that make sense? You do not succeed in a day. You succeed daily. It's your habits. It's your rituals. It's the things that you have in place that are either working towards you or working against you. If you spend 1, 2, 3 hours a day watching television, that's not working for you. It's working against you. Because that 1, 2, 3 hours that you're watching TV could have went into your kid, could have went into your wife or your husband, could have went into your girlfriend or boyfriend, could have went into a family member that you need to spend more time with that you haven't talked to in a while, could have went into somebody. It could have went towards reading. It could have worked towards fitness. It could have worked towards working on your dream. Watching TV is not going to help you excel in life. I'm not saying you shouldn't have downtime every now and again and catch a good movie. But the average American watches like 20 hours of TV a week. If you took those 20 hours and put them towards something that's going to produce a crop in your life, how much more awesome could your life be by the end of this year? I'm telling you, it could be great. So take an hour of your day, study some stuff. Take an hour of your day, work on some stuff outside of your daily grind, unless you love your daily grind. And even then, if you do love your daily grind, take some time to study more about it to make you more efficient at it and to excel and to be better. But I'm trying to give you some tips on how to succeed in life. And to anybody that's listening, hey, hopefully it helps. That is my time. I got to get out the door immediately because I have a 20-minute drive ahead of me and I'm supposed to be there in 30 minutes and I've never been there before, so I got to check out my GPS thing. And with that, over and out. Appreciate everybody for joining in. Vincent Rose, the Fat Killer with H2G Fitness. The future is bright. Something good is happening. You guys take care. Be blessed. Over and out. Peace.